Hey guys, this is the general reading for Leos. I'm putting out two videos. This one is the soul journey reading, and then the one after this, right after this, I'll do the soulmate reading. I kind of wanted to separate them to kind of hit different people. Some aren't looking for the soul journey part of it, and some aren't looking for the love part of it. So I figured I'd separate them. So this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, if you have significant Leo in your chart, or if it just resonates with you. Also, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if it's significant in your chart, or if it resonates with you. The energy could flip-flop or go either way. I could read it for you. It could be someone else. I could read it as love, it's career, you know, whatever. Apply it to your life as necessary. Some, none, or all of it may apply. Don't make it fit if it doesn't. Also, quick message, if you're in or somewhere around the Jacksonville area on October 6th, which is a Saturday, I will be at a psychic fair. I didn't let anybody know about the September ones. I didn't really know if it would work out really, but it worked out really good and I filled up really fast. So if you're interested in getting a reading from me or seeing me, let me know and I'll send you the information. You can either comment or send me an email, which is in the description box below. But you definitely want to book ahead of time. I mean, you can just come early, but I would book ahead of time because, like I said, my slots tend to fill up fast. So email me, let me know. I'm also still in the middle of updating my description box with my services and what I do, my prices and all that stuff. Because I'm constantly growing, so my services are constantly growing. So if you're interested or you need help with anything, let me know. You can email me. Like I said, that's in the description box below, as is my PayPal link and all of that. So if you need any information or to know if I can help you with something or something like that, just email me. Okay. I think that's it. So we will get started. Also personal readings. I don't know if I said that, but obviously personal readings is one of my services. Also, if you've emailed me, I should be getting back to you fairly quickly. Whether it's just comments or about readings and all of that. And those of you who leave comments, oh, that's what I want to say. I do read them. Sometimes it takes me a little while to get back to respond to them or to give some type of acknowledgement, but I do totally see them and I appreciate that. I read them pretty much almost as soon as they come in and I love reading them. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell. I put different types of videos out, and as I grow, I'll be putting different types of videos out. So definitely helps to hit the notification box so then you get the other ones too instead of just the ones you're seeking. Starting with October, or Taurus in October, going forward after this, I will be going in the order of who has the most likes. Unless somebody blows it out of the water with comments, then I'll go to that. But I will be going of who has the most likes for the order for the next time around in the way I go. So absolutely like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, but especially like and subscribe. Okay, so Leos. There's definitely a lot of growth that's happening. Somebody is walking away, whether it's you or another person. And I get the vibe it changes because this is a general reading. So if you want to know more specifically on this, absolutely hit me up for a personal reading. Or even if this energy applies to you even. But somebody is in your central position. You have the Page of Wands. So yes, somebody, I don't know, I get the vibe of this, somebody is leaving. Page of Wands isn't always about somebody leaving, but for some reason with this one, with the way it is, like, see, there's someone waiting. They're either leaving for good or they're just starting on a journey. And I don't know, because like what's crossing this is you have Temperance. So I may be telling you to have patience during this, but I get that, you know, patience or temperance is about a balance between polarities or opposite ends of the spectrum. And I feel like balance or exploration on some person's part was wanted or needed, or like they wanted to go see what was on the other side. Like what else is out there type of thing. Either they or you. I'm going to take this as you because this is just how I'm going to read it, and this is a soul journey reading. So flip it if you need to. But it's like a lot of Leos are going out and starting on their journey of self-discovery. Taking risks, taking chances to do this. I get for many of you leaving something behind. Or at least it feels that way in the process, because yes, you're needing balance with this Temperance card and stability, but it's like part of you wants to experience something else. Or there may even be a part of you that's coming up that needs to be explored, needs to be felt and seen and freed, really, like freed. Like how there's almost like, you know, like ending of one thing era, I don't know, and freeing yourself. Just wanting to go fly and explore and find out who you are, or more parts of you, or parts of you that are coming up and wanting to be expressed, is really what I get. Because, you know, especially with this page, you know, they're off on starting their venture anyways, but, you know, you're a page, like feeling like a child again, that childlike energy where you want to go and explore and create and discover things, and kind of gives you that other balance in your life, you know, like you've spent a part of your life experiencing things one way, or maybe even being around, you know, one person or one relationship or whatever, and it's just not serving you anymore, or it's just not serving you anymore. You know, there's more out there, and there's more of you, and, you know, there's more of you even coming up, and you've got to seek this other side of you because it's your balance. You know, it might even be like your shadow side, or, you know, your inner side, or whatever. Maybe you had a Kundalini awakening or Kundalini rising, like your Saturn returned in your astrology chart, and you're finding out like who you really are. You know, that spark is just running inside of you. And it's now time to start the other part of your life and your discovery and who you are. In your distant past, or the foundation of this reading, you have the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands, you have the Page of Cups, and you have the Five of Cups. So obviously somebody was working on something. And normally the Seven of Pentacles is about patience or harvesting. And in this card, it's about harvesting. So, I mean, some of you could be deciding to focus on your money and not so much of love. Maybe you were really investing in something and growing something and somebody else wasn't. They were more of a flighty, in-out energy, more worried about themselves and having fun. And as you were working on and investing to be able to grow the situation, somebody else didn't have the same intention and they could have left. Like this Page of Cups, like they lost their fish. They were dealing with a slippery fish. And they got away. Whether this is you or someone else, so apply it as necessary. But you're going through something right now that is really pushing you into a transformative process. And whatever this is, it is ended up being good for you. I don't want to read it too much on love because, you know, I do want to save for the soulmate reading, but I think that, you know, you were really invested and like fiery and passionate into investing in something, probably having a lot of patience during it too, to be able to reap the rewards of your investment. And somebody else's energy didn't match yours, because for some reason it's like you're sitting more in the Pentacle vibe. You're starting now to start your journey on to get back to who you are, the Page of Wands vibe, to get back to working on to end up at the King of Wands or Queen of Wands, whatever. But for some reason, you're coming up as the Leo more as the Pentacle vibe. Pentacle and Cups. And somebody else is coming up as the fire element vibe. Energy. It's almost like this vibe, like, are you paying attention? Or did you pay attention in the past? I don't even know if it applies, because there's like a person in here like yelling for you as you're like sad because these three cups fell. But I think you were like confused and not really seeing things properly. Maybe somebody was trying to get your attention, whether it was this person or somebody else. Let's see, just out of curiosity. And I think it's the other person you're having this issue with, because clarifying that is the Five of Swords. So, whoever it is, it's the other person. Whether they came out on top or you came out on top, whatever. But either way, you were sad. I think you felt like you lost. You feel defeated, sad, and regretful, and maybe like you invested your energy and your time basically in the wrong thing. It's something that didn't give back to you. And either they left or you cut it away. In your recent past, you have the Nine of Swords. You have the Ace of Swords. And you have the Nine of Cups. So I think, like, obviously you were really anxious. Maybe you didn't sleep well at night, but I think you learned some truth. Maybe really even about this person. That is just, they weren't what you thought they were. There was deception. Your guys' thoughts and goals and everything didn't really line up. And it was cutting. Like, there might have even been like this prey. Like, this bird is, I believe, a falcon. You know, they're very much a bird of prey with razor sharp claws. So you might have gotten some type of really harsh, like maybe this person was harsh when you were arguing with them, truth on something, whether it's your guys' connection, whether it's this relationship, them wanting to be single, maybe overindulging, whether it's in sex, alcohol, drugs, whatever. Like, this person's like being served. And I think it just shows, like, the truth you saw about this person, that they were really just worried about themselves. Everything was about them and what they can get and how you can serve them. There wasn't any cooperation. Yeah, that's for clarification of the Nine of Cups, and I get another Nine of Cups. I'm not even going to clarify because I know it's about, like, you're seeing them, like, you're seeing their ego, their self-serving attitude and personality, and that it's just about them, their wants, their desires, about them, about you giving to them. The balance, like this Temperance was crossing the balance. Like I said, the balance is off. It's off. And like you see that now. Like, you see that it's, or this is you. And it's made you, in the crowning or in your thoughts, you have the Two of Wands, you have the Empress, and then you have the Queen of Swords. And under in this deck before, you have the Queen of Swords with the Justice underneath it. But I don't get this as you working together with someone else. I think this is taking it from this level with somebody else, knowing your worth now and knowing you deserve more and you deserve to have a balanced reciprocal relationship, and you cutting away what is not serving you, being able to discern what should be there and what not, because see the butterfly at the end, like she's like done with it. Like, she wants to transform. And see, here's going from the two, I know it's a page, but it's almost like here's the two were there together, and then now to one, and this person is walking away from this person. I think that's what's in your thoughts. It's either what you're doing or what you're thinking about doing. About not giving this person any more of your attention. That of focusing on you, because apparently being around them, which is not completely on them, you've allowed this too, but apparently this situation and whatever is going on in your life right now has you at the Page of Wands status. Not even the King of Wands. Barely even this, because you're mostly coming up as Pentacles and Cups. But even in your fire element, of all the, you know, court cards, you're the lowest. Like, you're really not feeling yourself, really not feeling in your power. In the likely future, you have the World and you have the Knight of Pentacles. And this is you realizing kind of this lesson and putting an end to you investing in things. Like, if you look, like, here's somebody working with these bowls, like working like a bowl. This is you as Leos taking your power back and being like, no, like, I'm done with this cycle of investing in situations that have me being the one working, the only one working. That might even be like slow to commit, or either way, you're not, I don't think you're going to invest like this. I don't think you're going to invest in the same way that you were in these type of situations. And to clarify, you have meetings and false person. So this, yeah, it's the end of a cycle of you investing in these types of situations, of people, situations, whatever, coming together where it's not what it seems. Either somebody's not bringing, you know, their end of the bargain, the work, whatever. It's not a good thing. Maybe you've even started to realize, like, I really need to work on myself. Like, what about me is going towards these situations? Like, something in me needs to be balanced and looked at. Because why? Why am I doing this? And why do I feel this way instead of a King of Wands or Queen of Wands? How you feel is you have the Three of Pentacles. So again, I do think you guys are really working on your money. You know, I mean, most Leos do. But I also get that this is like working on yourself as well. And usually there's three people here and there's one. So you're really like in there by yourself, like looking at, how can I feel abundant and build my abundance again? But really kind of at this point, just backing off to the point, almost with like a hermit vibe like this, where you're self-evaluating, you know, self-analyzing, just reanalyzing the situation for yourself, for your money. And to clarify this, you have living room, which this is about, you know, spaces of comfort. Also being at home within your own soul, within your own space, within your own walls, what you want. So this is you not only working on your outer life and your money and where you want to invest, but even more importantly on your journey and who you are. In your hopes and fears, you have, what's in your environment or how others see you is you have the Six of Cups and you have the Five of Swords. So I mean, someone might also see you leaving too, but considering the fact that you're sitting at the Page of Wands, I mean, I'm sure some part of you might feel victorious because you stood up for yourself. But I think this is more somebody else around you is kind of in this just trying to win phase, arguing just to argue, saying things just to say them. It's just about like winning or whatever. But and somebody walking away, like this type of soulmate thing is somebody like running away from the other person. Like somebody is walking away from somebody. And I think on one hand they feel victorious, but on the other hand they feel defeated. And what I mean by that is, if you're the one walking away, you might feel victorious for the sense that you finally gathered up the courage to do it, but you feel defeated at the same time because you invested so much time and energy and love. And, you know, it didn't work. It's falling through. And clarifying that, you have the Clover and the Mountain. So it's feeling lucky or feeling good about overcoming an obstacle, but this could also be like a type of enemy, like a powerful man type enemy. So you might feel like positive in a way that you got away from something that wasn't good for you, but defeated and bad at the same time because, you know, you really wanted it. You invested a lot of time. You know, it's sad. It doesn't work out. So you're going to feel sad or defeated. Plus, I'm sure with the energy I can kind of feel about this other person, the way they're coming across, you know, there's really no way you're not going to feel defeated for a little while. It will get better. You know, as this grows and you grow more to the King of Wands, that will get better. And you'll see that you really weren't defeated and that this really does have a positive spin on it. It is going to work out in your favor. This is a good thing that's actually happening right now. In your hopes and fears, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So, you know, you don't want to be independent. Obviously, party doesn't want to, but it's like you have to. Like, this is something you have to do. Because this has just been escalating and escalating to this point. Like, there is no more escalating to go. Like, this has to be done. And you've let it go. Like, normally in the Nine of Wands, like normal Rider-Waite, she's sitting there with the Falcon on her arm and like she's let it go. She's released it. So like I said, either you've released somebody or some situation, or it or they have released you. And, you know, that sucks to be single, but, you know, to get your independence back, get your money right, feel good about yourself again. And feel worthy, like feel your worth, again. In your likely outcome, you have the Queen of Cups. So, which is weird, because I might pull a card on this to see, because it's like she's got the fish back. Like, here's, lost the fish. And it's got the fish back, and is putting it back in her cup. And to clarify this, you have the key, you know, the journey, like difference in paths, a change, and then you have like the Knight with the message, but it's reversed. So it's saying like this different like there's like a fork in the road right here. This, and then change. This different direction that you're taking away from, like, this is the Knight of Wands energy too. See? And it's reversed. So this different direction that you're taking away from this other person, and now because you really see this other person, is a successful and a good thing for you. Can you tell me what this Queen of Cups? So, I mean, I think you now know your worth and where to put your focus. And to also keep, you know, your abundance and all that to yourself. Like, you definitely learn your worth. You definitely gain control over your perspective, and you use your intuition a lot more now. I think before you had a lot more of a fear-based mentality. You have the Devil, the Two of Swords, and the Hangman, clarifying the Queen of Cups. So I think before there was a lot more of a codependency and a fear that was making you not be able to see properly. And I think now you do. Maybe it's that before, your abundance, the perception of your abundance or emotional fulfillment was based on a, you know, a fish that was external to yours. And now it's your own. What can you tell me about those fish that the Queen of Cups has now gained? See, that's the vibe I was getting too, was that this vibe, or this fish, is this same fish. Which is this person that you walked away from. Let's look at it like this. What is the perspective that was gained by the Queen of Cups? So there's Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Fool. So there might have been a third, you know, the overabundance, third party situation. It could have been work or drugs or alcohol, but it could have been another person. I'm trying to keep this as a soul journey. Somebody was knocked out to create balance, and either the whole thing ended or somebody puts an end to something and maybe comes back. Maybe you walking away makes them realize what they want and or what somebody or something prioritize and put an end to that for a new cycle. Tell me about this Fool card. Somebody's holding on and felt left out in the cold. Whether it's you or this other person. I feel like these cards that I'm pulling are for the other person. And when one of you, I'm going to say it's the Leo, apply it, you know, flip it as necessary. When the Leo walked away and you went on your soul journey path, you're starting your thing, it's like it forced this other person to like look at themselves. And they gained a different perspective. Like they really had to look at like what they wanted. And it's like they knocked out something in here for balance. Because like just when you, they did not like the state they were left in when you left. But I don't know how this is turning into a soulmate relationship, but, or reading. I think they came and found you. Like, and this attention and love and worth or whatever brought you from the Page of Cups up to the Queen of Cups. They're seeing you as the Queen of Wands. That's how they're seeing you. And they're wanting to walk to you, towards you, and invest. So it could be that maybe was successful in you walking away because you ended up getting what you wanted. Did you end up getting what they want? Yeah. Well, I asked if you ended up getting what you wanted. And the King of Wands came up. But you guys are facing in opposite directions. There's 7 of Wands. I don't know, I'm getting like conflicting things because like why do you have the fish? It does look like a different fish though. Tell me about the fish for the Queen of Cups. I just wonder if it's your own, fish, like your own abundance that you gained. Because you have the Wheel of Fortune with the Justice. It's definitely karma. Something was definitely handed. Like, but they didn't want to end a cycle. Tell me about the King of Wands. Yeah, the King of Wands. I don't know, you guys are showing up as like huge pairs. Like, all right, so I'm gonna stop the soulmate part. So I probably will get this in this other one. I don't want to pull on this because I could do all this clarifying in the soulmate one. Either way, you as Leos are on a journey of finding yourself and who you are. And you or somebody else has walked away in order to do that. You have found something that is valuable. I think it's you. I think it's your own abundance. I just think what you found before valuable that you thought you lost, you realized you're like that wasn't even abundant, and now you know it's abundance. And now you have a new, bigger, better cup and a fish that is not slippery. For your oracle cards, you have Who in the World Are You? Getting to know the new you. And you have Impossible Things, Working Through Disbelief, Imaginative Leaps, and Fresh Perspective. I think I'm going to read them because I don't know how much, but I thought they were pretty good. A fascination with getting to know yourself again, growing into a new self, defying assumptions about who you are, exploration of the self, questioning who you have been told you are, changing at a very deep level, the readiness to evolve and experiment to come to greater self-knowledge. And it's about living from the heart. Maybe that's what the Queen of Cups is about, is the abundance of living from your heart. like pretty much starting over. Like this who are you in the world is like completely about this Page of Wands. And then you have a struggle to accept what seems unlikely. Devote regular time to improving a situation, becoming better at something you care about, or changing something for the better. Meditate on a miracle and believe in impossible things. If you were to spend half an hour each day meditating on a miracle, changing your thoughts, or focusing on creating an amazing life, you would slowly but surely expand your limits of possibility. If you devoted half an hour each day to creating wonderful changes within your life, what would you achieve? Devote yourself to something you wish to improve. I think this probably is seeing, you know, changes within yourself you didn't even know was possible. But I do think that whatever this is, like this stance that you've took up for yourself, ends up changing something. It does help your finances, so definitely focus on your finances. It does help your worth, your discernment. It helps you clear your mind. It ends old cycles. It integrates you. You definitely gain a different perspective. I think this other person or situation, I don't know. We'll see this in the soulmate. I think they have a different perspective too. But this is mostly your growth and ending a cycle. So focus on yourself. Let's pull an animal spirit card and see what it says. I'm getting like not clear things and things back and forth. And I don't know if it's because you're confused or the other person. let's see. I've never been so, like, not confused, but I'm just not sure. Like, I know the Queen of Cups, for me, is showing, like, you find value in something else, not only within yourself and stuff, but I'm getting this, yeah, like this feeling almost of, I get this like back and forth kind of vibe that is possible in the future with whatever the situation is. So show me the best card of advice for Leo. All right, let's just read it. Otter is woman medicine. Otter, so playful, coquettes by the stream, the medicine of woman, the realized dream. The medicine held by Otter is a set of lessons in female energy. This applies to both men and women. All of us have female sides. The otter's hide is very often used to make medicine bags for powerful women because it represents balanced female energy, which temperance here. Otter is very caring of its young and will play for hours. Oh, maybe this balances your feminine side. Very caring of its young and will play for hours, performing all types of acrobats. It lives on land, but always has its home near water. The elements of water and earth are the female elements. At home in both of these elements, Otter is the personification of femininity, long, sleek, and graceful. Otter is the true coquette, of the animal world. Otter is always on the move and is very curious. Unlike other animals, it will not start a fight unless it is attacked first. This joyful little creature is adventuresome and assumes that all other creatures are friendly until proven otherwise. These character traits are the beauty of a balanced female side. The side of ourselves that creates a space for others to enter our lives without preconceptions or suspicions. Otter teaches us that balanced female energy is not jealous or catty. It is sisterhood, content to enjoy and share the good nature of others. Anchored in the understanding that all accomplishments are worthwhile for the whole tribe, Otter people express joy for others. Long ago in tribal law, if a woman were widowed, her sister would offer her own husband to the widow as a lover to keep her from drying up and not using her creative urges. This is Otter medicine too. Envy, or the fear of being replaced, has no space in Otter's balanced understanding of sharing goodness. Women energy without games or control is a beautiful experience. It is the freeness of love without jealousy. It is the joy of loving other people's children and their accomplishments as much as you love your own. It may be time to examine your feelings about sharing the bounty of your life with others. Otter may be saying that the finer qualities of women need to be striven for in both men and women so that a unity of spirit can be achieved. This would involve the destruction of jealousy and all the acts of anger which stem from that fear. It would mean keeping a hawk eye on your ego and maintaining a total trust. It would mean a world full of people coming together to honor the right of each person to be. If you have drawn this symbol, Otter may be telling you to become the playful child and to simply allow things to unfold in your life. It may be time to stop your addiction to worrying. It also teaches the importance of not hanging on to material things that would bind you or become a burden. In looking at how you can learn from Otter's habits, you might look at the joyousness of the receptive side of your nature. Have you given yourself a gift recently? Have you received any messages in your meditations? Become Otter and move gently into the river of life. Flow with the waters of the universe. This is the way of balanced female receptive energy. Honor it. In doing so, you will discover the power of woman. So, I mean, obviously you do come into your womanhood because, you know, you're sitting there as the Queen of Cups and going from the Page of Cups. In your thoughts, you're coming in as the Empress. I mean, you're in a lot of Queen energy. So that might literally be your outcome, is because you're able to get away from this type of stuff, you could balance your receptive side. The energy on the bottom of the deck is, you have the Strength card. So there you are. You know, tackling some of your own inner stuff, loving that other part of you inside. The Magician, manifesting something. Knight of Swords. I don't know. I don't know what action and communication is going on. Then there's an offer. Page of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. You have the Tower. The Five of Wands. The Four of Wands. The Sun. Judgment. Three of Cups. It's almost like a coming back together and starting over. There's more things to be worked through. That's clearly obvious. I just feel like there's something else that I'm missing about that Queen of Wands. You do find more of your value. You do learn it in a different place. You do get more into your receptive mode, intuition, your knowing, your loving nature. And you're probably able to get more into that loving nature and grow because you're getting away from a lot of this drama. I'm just not sure if this situation or person, yeah, skunk, comes back because they don't like not having you, and you know, it's not all bad if they do, but there's more work to be done. But you definitely, somebody or something realizes something by this journey that you're on. And so do you. So that's a good thing. And for some reason, I'm not diving that too deep into it. So maybe I'm not supposed to with you guys. But you do have good things coming. This cycle of whatever you're doing is good for you. It does end up good for you. I do think it brings this person or situation back around. And there's more work. And I think for everybody that's going to be different, and whether you take it or not. But whatever stance this is and whatever journey you go on, and being there for yourself was a good thing. And it does make this other person see things kind of a little bit differently, but they do still have more work to go. And I think because of whatever baggage is left from this, that's a lot of the work that has to be done too. So I don't know. I'm going to end this here and go into the soulmate one because, I mean, I'm already friggin' sitting in it. So I love you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Check out my soulmate reading for Leo if you're interested in that, or if this resonates. Yeah. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all of that. My PayPal and email information is in the description box below. Email me if you're interested in private readings or any other services that you may be interested in or think I can help you with. So, good luck on your journey, because it's good for you, whatever this is that you're doing. All right, I'll see you in the soulmate reading. Bye. I love you guys.